Damn, you know what would help? Why does this always happen? Hold on. Hold on a minute. It wouldn't be it would not be a play stream without technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. There we go. Wow. Hell yeah. For some reason when I start up OBS, I don't know what it is. When I start up OBS for some ungodly reason, the camera doesn't pop up. Aaron, how the fuck are we? Welcome aboard, my man. First off, let's see. I don't know what I'm starting off with. I do have a new thing that I'm going to be doing at the end of streams. I will talk about it when we get there. I do not need you guys to hear that. We will discuss it when we get there. Low quality, dude. I know, it's fucking awful. I gotta fix this. I gotta figure out how to fix the camera and figure like why it runs like this. Hold on, let's see. Maybe there's. Let's see. I could do it like this. Nope. Never mind. Don't know how to do that. I got to figure out a way to get a better camera or something. We'll see. Play that by ear. Um, like a hair in my mouth. 120p camera. Let's go to Minnesota and protest. Are you in? I'm probably going to stay behind. I'm probably going to stay here. It just seems like it's too cold in Minnesota right now. But let's see. It's fucking cold as balls here, dude. 120p camera. Dude, I just think it's the fact that I'm streaming vertically and it stretches itself out. I don't think it works very well with the vertical stream, but it is what it is. We're gonna do what we can here. Until I can, you know, build up a little bit and get myself a better camera. Not that I can't afford one right now. I'm just not gonna go all in on stream equipment until I make this get this shit going. Anyway, Discord link in the bio. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, it's there. Excuse me, in the description of the video. Um, Jeez, dude, I didn't realize how fucking. When I look on my, why is this so bad? Whatever, doesn't matter to me at this point. Anyway, um, Roll Tide. Alex, right away coming in here with the Roll Tide. I respect it. I don't think Alabama played tonight. A lot of great action tonight. That I don't know if you guys watched that BYU Arizona game. That was incredible. I felt like the refs tried to screw Arizona over every which way in every direction, but Arizona came out on top. Other than that, I really got nothing for you guys. What stream elements, bot running? Let's learn how to cut. What I did not. I don't know why stream elements is here. This guy tells me Jets suck. I did not delete that, by the way. Stream elements, please. Wow. Uh-oh. Hold on a minute. Timeout. 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 Did anybody just see that Botrix just canceled out stream elements? What the fuck is going on here? Botrix hasn't done a fucking thing in months. Anyway, whatever. Is that gambler you need a better camera? Is that gambler? Dude, I'm chilling, man. I could easily get a better camera. It's just I don't know which camera to get. Does anybody have any idea? I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm gonna buy it on Amazon as we speak. If I could find a camera that streams well horizontally. JMH says I support your journey. Oh, Jim H says I support your journey to LGBTQ. You guys are fucking hilarious, man. Um, let's see. High quality cam, 1080. 1080 by what is this? 1920. Let's see. Apparently, this is the one. Let's see. I gotta figure this out because I need to get a better camera. Get a camera from this century. My camera's not bad. It's a Logitech. It's just, um, it's not. I don't know why it doesn't stream. Like when I stream the other way, when I stream horizontally, it's pretty good. Um, huh. Apparently, you can't do it, so whatever. Major Pizza, what's up, man? How the fuck are we? Flay cameras from the Stone Age. Was the paternal state scandal the worst sports in sports history, Glassman? That's a good question. I gotta say, I think the Paterno and Jerry Sandusky thing at Penn State is absolutely one of the most egregious things that's happened in sports. I don't think it gets talked about enough either, Glassman. I think it's one of those things that, it kind of got swept under the rug, and I feel like people are trying to avoid it. I hate seeing Penn State fans with Paterno stuff because I feel like it's just out of touch and out of. I think it's so bad and such in bad taste. 4 days ago, I was driving from Chicago to New Jersey. Oliver, I think you said that yesterday, man. Refs were on Mormon money line. They big time were. Flight cameras from the Stone Age. I'd be lucky if it was from there. Made in China camera. Bro, use made in China camera. Or maybe you need better lighting in your house. I don't think it's the lighting. I really don't. I genuinely think this camera. I think. Can you please give my song a good rating? Good looking by Dixon Dallas. BG, what's going on? Moisture Man 7 says, shut up, Trump voter. All right. Timu, 1 cent scammer. Pisa says, I was thinking about you and I couldn't find your TikTok for some reason. Pisa, I have no idea what happened to my TikTok. It got banned entirely. It's gone. Like, literally, I don't have access to it. It's completely gone. Dude, FFZ, calm the fuck down. You're going to ask me how am I 9 times. Okay. That's just not happening. Give you a minute to fucking think about it. But yeah, Pisa, my TikTok account got like deleted or something. I have no idea. Flay just doesn't like politics. I hate politics. Remember the Earth song by Lil Dicky? I can't decide if I love it or hate it. I thought it was great at the time. It didn't really age well, Classman. I feel like people stopped stopped caring about it. I thought it was a great song at the time. Oh yes, Oliver pooped in a bag on his way. I think I saw you in Huntington over a week ago. In Huntington. I don't think you did. I was not in Huntington over a week ago. Huntington. Wait, Huntington a week ago. Last time I was in Huntington was like about a month ago. No, it's been a while. Read my comment. You look like Felix from Stray Kids. What the hell? Felix from Stray Kids. Hold on, let me look that up. Sandro says I'm extremely addicted to 2 girls, 1 cup. That is brutal, man. Let me think. Huntington. Maybe I was. I don't remember the last time I was there. Felix from Stray Kids. I'm sorry, guys, dude. Is there any resemblance here? Do I look like this? I don't know. Your live looks like a 1980 porn video. I think it's just that OBS doesn't do well with the vertical. Definitely was catchy. Still remember Kanye randomly appeared. Was he in it? I don't remember that. Huh? Dington? Yes, Huntington. The town, let's see. Hat not big, this is just the world's tiniest man. You're not wrong. I'm a very small man, in more ways than one. Momoko, you're alright, man. Ugh, I've been a sub to you for almost a week. You're still a Jets fan? Still hasn't changed. Well, it's not going to change. Wait, who said they saw me in Huntington? Because I'm trying to remember. I haven't been in Huntington in a while. Yeah, Pisa, you asked me before, bro. Some of my football kids got their diplomas pulled because they were acting out. Really? What could you have possibly done to get your diploma pulled? Like, how does that even happen? Like, what were they doing? And I'm sorry to hear that. How is football going though, Pisa? I feel bad because my TikTok got shut down, and there's so many people I enjoyed like talking to and being around there, and it just I don't know what happened. It is what it is. I got it back for a little bit, and then I lost it again, and I'm kind of just done with TikTok at this point. But yeah, do you extremely like 2 girls, 1 cup? No. Flay is Timu Sam Darnold. I think I'll take that as a compliment. Threats to the security team. That's not good. Pisa, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's brutal. I mean, ugh. What do Arabs and Costco guys have in common? Jeez. Hey, Stankapus, what's going on? Jason Shank. No way Justin Fields just tore his ACL. Did he really? Oh, what is that in your Madden? Um, is that in your Madden fucking thing, or is that in real life? Was that your TikTok streams were so random? TikTok streams got really nuts. I had a great time doing it. These are even more nutty. These are even crazier. The only thing big on you is your head. It's really just the hat. Pretty much, there's really nothing else big on me at all, if you know what I mean. Um, tore his ACL in my franchise. I was gonna say, did he tear his like? What could he have possibly been doing this offseason that tore his ACL? But that sucks, BG. Hope you're doing well, brother. You too, Jason. I hope everything's good with you, man. I'm just chilling here. It's a little late in the night. Dude, honestly, I got bugged out by whoever asked me about being in the town of Huntington because I'm like, where the fuck have I been? Dude, he got put on a stretcher and sent to. Oh my god, stretcher! They have stretchers like they do that in Madden. That's fucking crazy. If I just watched Hank realize Walt is Heisenberg and saw Mike die. If you need to talk to somebody, Glassman, I'm here. Dude, that's one of like the. I think that's one of the best scenes in TV history is when Hank's reading the book and realizes Walt is Heisenberg. That's like genuinely, am I like the acting and like the guy who plays Hank? I forget his name. Just I said the fuck going on, Big Hat. I didn't see you, Johnny B. I'm sorry, man. What's going on? Would you ever try a video of two girls, one cup? I probably would not. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I would never do that. Super W3, how are we? Um, hey, that rhymed. You like that? Let's see. Let's see. I'm looking up a better camera right now. Grip, there's no hole on the marker. Let's see. No, apparently you can't find a camera like that. Hank only found out because he was taking a shit. Literally, if he just held in his shit till he got home, like a normal human being, he would not have found out. That's pretty fucking crazy. All he was doing was taking a shit and being nosy, and found out that Walt was Heisenberg. That's crazy. Sorry, I'm gonna pay attention, guys. I'm just looking up cameras right now. Bryan Cranston, Brian, dude. You know what's funny is like I feel like there's been so many clips all over the internet. I don't know if anybody's been on the same like timeline as me, but I've been getting a ton of clips all over like Instagram and stuff of like old Malcolm in the Middle stuff, and it's so funny when Bryan Cranston pops up because that doesn't fit the character that I know. Pseudo Boblops Diddiness. I don't know what that means. You wear the hat while you make a stinky. Do I wear the hat while I make a stinky? No, I don't. I would never bring this thing in the bathroom around my shit. Only good thing about the Super Bowl is that idiot you know will not be there. That idiot you know will not be there. That idiot I know? Which idiot? I don't know which idiot you're talking about. I know a lot of idiots. Flay, you must watch Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life. Shrek is love. What is that? Jacoby Brissett time? Jacoby Brissett's the backup. I like it. Translate it. No. Um, bro, did you hear Malcolm in the Middle is coming back? I did see that. Isn't it back on like is it Disney Plus or whatever? One of those streaming services brought it back, right? You know, I used to watch Malcolm in the Middle a little bit, like when it was on TV occasionally after school. Not a bad show. It stood the test of time. When I see all these old, you see all these old clips of the show, and it's so much funnier. Like now, it's just seeing clips of it because it's giving me the nostalgia. Like shout out Frankie Muniz and shout out Bryan Cranston. That was a start. Um, but translate it. Oh no. Do you wear such a big hat because you are an alien with a super giant brain? No, definitely not super giant brain by any means. I'm cold, 21 degrees here. It's like 13 here. I wasn't planning on watching the Super Bowl this year. Don't really care for either team, and the halftime show is terrible. I mean, I'm probably still gonna watch the Super Bowl, Pizza. I can't watch the Patriots win another Super Bowl. I can't do it. I can't. Um, I think Bad Bunny's gonna be great. I don't understand the hate towards Bad Bunny. I think Bad Bunny's a great artist. He's a worldwide phenomenon. I think it's gonna be a great halftime show. I'm actually more excited for Bad Bunny than I've been in past years. In Madden, I once got a 60-week injury complete ACL tear on Garrett Wilson. Jeez, 60 week. That's crazy. What do you think is the worst Breaking Bad episode? What do I think the worst Breaking Bad episode is? That's a good question. Worst Breaking Bad episode. I think the end. Honestly, Glassman, the one I don't like a lot is the end of season one. I feel like there were a lot of unanswered questions. Like it kind of just like I don't know why anybody would have put the show back on after season one. It just felt like they ended the first season and it kind of seemed like oh they're gonna cook meth together, but really like. no good cliffhanger. There was nothing. So I don't know. I feel like that the last episode of season one, you're definitely hiding something under that hat. You can't change my mind. Maybe you'll find out at 10,000 subs. Seahawks have a chance for revenge. I guess you could look at it like that. Bro, in Florida, it's only 42 with 40-mile-per-hour winds. Feels like zero. 40. The winds with the cold are the worst. It's fucking windy as hell here. Seahawks have a chance for. Oh, yeah, I already read that. They want to send ice to the game for Bad Bunny. That's ridiculous. That's insane. I think it was 271K, to be honest. 271K. What was? Um, Johnny, you always win. You know this. Oh, 7 degrees in Chicago, dude. Chicago is the most miserable place in the winter. I don't know how anybody does it. Big hat on, Skylar. The big hat is on. I feel like the Hawks have a 90% chance to win the Super Bowl. I don't know about 90%, but I think the Seahawks are the better team. Um, Listen, Mike Vrabel's a great coach. I think the Patriots have very much overachieved this year. I think the Seahawks are just very good. We'll see. Um, let's see. Early season two kind of dragged for me. Also, don't love the plane crash story. You know what, Glassman? I'm kind of with you on that. I didn't even think about that. I think the plane crash thing, I get it. It tied in a lot of things, and it kind of the whole idea of the plane crash and spoilers for anybody who's not watched Breaking Bad was that it was basically it was Walt's actions that caused this, which I think is a pretty good background story. But it did kind of feel, it did feel a little underwhelming what ended up happening. Obviously, they kept like showing the pool, and it made you think like maybe Walt blew up the house or something. But it is truly an amazing foreshadowing to show like how many lives and how many things happened because Walt started cooking meth. If you ever did meth in your life, you know just how stupid Breaking Bad is. No, thank you. Um, let's see. Jets are garbage. Let Sam Darnold real. He needed time to develop. I mean, Jason, look how many other teams let Sam Darnold go. The Jets, I think, were dumb to let him go. I'm not disagreeing with you there. I mean, the Panthers were also dumb. The 49ers, I think the 49ers might be the dumbest ones in all this. Um, and the Vikings. The Vikings and 49ers both should be like shitting themselves right now. If Sam Darnold wins the Super Bowl, the Jets are cursed. I don't agree with that at all. I think the Jets, I don't think the Jets set Sam Darnold up very well. I think he had to go somewhere where they put the right pieces around him. Who your quarterback in 2026? The Jets. I have no idea, Jason. Honestly, I think they're going to bring in some veteran that sucks. I used to play for the Jets. I kicked the ball. Did you really? I like how Gail dying ended season three. That was a sick ending. I think Jane dying would have been way better and for the season. Yeah, it could have been, but I think the Gale death was awesome. Just because the way they had Jesse point the gun, it kind of looked like he wasn't shooting right at him. But anyway, Jets quarterback in 2026. I think they're going to bring in a veteran that sucks ass. Like I'm expecting like Mac Jones. The Jets aren't competing in 2026. They're going to be miserable again. They might get the number one pick. Um, we'll see. Ice and Mega does not want anything to do with the Super Bowl. What's your favorite white girl song? Great question. Chromosome Hoarder 6927. Favorite white girl song? I got a couple. I'm a sucker for white girl songs. Soak Up the Sun by Sheryl Crow, classic. Take Off Your Big Hat. Well, fuck off, Muhammad. Soak Up the Sun by Sheryl Crow. Very underrated one. Very underrated white girl song that's not very well known. All My Friends Are Hot by Beth McCarthy. Check it out. It is a fucking banger. It gets the party going. One of my favorite songs. Seahawks smash the Patriots. I think the Seahawks should win that game. Let's see. Kyler or Tua, my guess. Tua would be fucking miserable. Kyler Murray, at least like you can pretend like that's a good idea, but Kyler Murray's not going to do anything. Did you play football? Did I play football? I did for like a cup of coffee when I was in high school. I realized that I was too slow to play a skill position, too weak to play the interior. So I was like, it's a waste of my time. Um, that was about a like a 2 week stretch. Best white girl song is "Call Me Maybe." Great song. Jets quarterback. What about the Steelers? We have no idea what's going on anymore. The Steelers could at least like do something and make a move that a guy like Malik Willis actually makes sense for the Steelers. Like Malik Willis won't sign with the Jets because they're in a transition. Malik Willis could work for the Steelers. No, I just love football. Is Shador Sanders the worst Pro Bowl quarterback ever? I don't think so. Tyler Huntley went last year. I think Tyler Huntley was worse than Shador Sanders. Patriots would have lost if Bo Nix played. I think if the weather was a little bit better, the Patriots might have lost. I was Shador picked, but not Trevor Lawrence. I don't know how that worked out. Again, the Pro Bowl is such a joke anyway. It doesn't really matter. Not a former NFL player. Let's see. MAGA doesn't like the Super Bowl. They would love something that represents America like that. Mike, stop capping. I don't think it matters. I'm going on a night cruise. I'll put on All My Friends Are Hot. It better slap. It better make me speed and get a ticket. Johnny B, I'm telling you, give it if you give All My Friends Are Hot a listen, it's Beth McCarthy. The thing, it's such a fucking banger. It'll get the people going. If you want my friends, cause all my friends are good and bad. It's just a banger, dude. It's like the white girl anthem. I don't know how it didn't get more popular. Um, Johnny B, just trust me on that. No, not an athlete. If the Patriots win, are you going to hide for a couple weeks? Probably not. I'll probably just sit here and be just as miserable as I always am about sports. Um, Best white girl songs of all time or anything by Tina Marie. Not bad. Let me think. What are the best? Like I'm trying to think of other great white girl songs, but to me, All My Friends Are Hot are the most underrated one, dude. Best rap song of all time. Ooh, I don't know how you can put one rap song at the top. There's so many good ones. I don't know. I think my personal favorite rap song of all time, um, Stan. I mean, Stan is just like an all around great song, but I don't know. I gotta go. Like, I love California Love. Free gift card giveaway. That's not me, ladies and gentlemen. And again, Discord link in the bio. I'm gonna type it in chat. Bio description. I mean, that is not me. This is me. Typing out right now. I am not looking for anybody's credit card number for a free gift card. I don't know who that is. I'm not a Seahawks fan, but Patriots look shitty against Texans in Denver. Seahawks win. Yeah, I think the Patriots backed their way into the Super Bowl, and I think they backed their way into everything this season. I don't think they're on the level of the Seahawks. I could be surprised. We'll see. They're there. It's 45 degrees Celsius where I am. So quick math, that would be about. So you're like in the 90s. Am I even close? Is that even closer? Maybe 70s? What would that be? Like 70? Hold on. Is that 76? Would that be 77 degrees Fahrenheit? Somewhere around there? Worst singer of all time is J-Lo. I've heard stories about J-Lo. Like, J-Lo is a miserable human being, too. Would definitely be interesting if Tupac and Biggie made it to the 21st century. It would have been very cool. I think things would have changed. The hat is too small for your head. Let's go, Pats. Pats definitely had a cakewalk Super Bowl run. Listen, and I think people like, holding that against them, I think is a little ridiculous. Like, you don't make your own schedule. So, like, it's not their fault, but you got to look at it for what it is. Will the Jets win a chip in the next 20 years? Joey, I'm going to go out on a limb and say no, not a chance. I've watched too much Jets my whole life. I've gotten my hopes up every year for absolutely nothing. Flay, will the Jets make a Super Bowl in your lifetime? If you asked me that 10 years ago, I would have said yes. I don't have hope anymore. I have zero hope for the Jets making a Super Bowl in my lifetime. I don't think it's ever going to happen. What were we talking about? So Mike, I heard a great story about JLo. How often do you stroke your shit? Be completely honest, and I'll donate. How often do I stroke my shit? Skyscraper 4157 wants to know. Um, Honestly, I think everybody should do it at least once a day. Yeah, a whack a day keeps the doctor. I don't know. I did love J Lo on South Park. I love tacos and burritos. Taco taco burrito burrito. Dude, the fact that Ben Affleck falls in love with Cartman's hand is so fucking goddamn funny, dude. Um, Anyway, if it makes you feel any better, the last time the Steelers made the AFC Championship was the last time the Jets were there, also. Yeah, but at least you got the satisfaction of being in the Super Bowl. Pisa, that game is probably the most heartbreaking game I've ever watched as a Jet fan. Looking back on that, the Jets were the better football team. They just played like shit in the first half, like horrendous. Jets will never win four game. Jets will never win four game. I'm pretty sure they won like 5 or 6 2 years ago. But okay. Uh, Anyway, what was I saying? That game, the Jets like totally fucking fell apart in the first half. Woke up in the second half, and it was too late. What were we talking about, dude? So I've heard stories from people like I know somebody that works at there's an airport in Farmingdale, right? And it's basically like a place for rich people to like fly their private jets in and out. And I know somebody who worked there for a while. Apparently, Jennifer Lopez, like anytime she took a flight anywhere, would demand that she has a bucket of KFC. This is a true story, and you can look it up online. I've seen it on Reddit too. She apparently demands that she has a bucket of KFC chicken every time she gets on a flight wherever she's going. And one time she was leaving at like 9 in the morning, and they couldn't get the chicken because like she booked the flight like last minute, and she wanted it at fucking 9 a.m., dude. And they were like, we can't do anything, and she had like a shit fit over it. One day you get a dono for keeping it real. Once a day you get a donut for keeping it real, Johnny B. I appreciate the $2. Listen, man, I think once a day is like, I think that's healthy, man. You know, keep yourself fresh. You don't want to get backed up down there. Jets will. I read that already, but I've heard Jennifer Lopez is just miserable. All our New York teams haven't won a championship in over a decade, whether it's baseball, basketball, hockey, football. It's been miserable. And Damien, I root for a bunch of teams. I've never seen any of my teams win. I'm a Mets fan, I'm a Jets fan, an Islander fan, Knicks fan. It's miserable. The thing is, the Knicks are going to win the title this year, so it doesn't matter. What do you think is the most entertaining sport? I think they're all entertaining in their own ways, Aussie guy. I don't think I could pick one more entertaining than the other. I will say, in person, I think the most entertaining sport is hockey. I don't think there's anything like a playoff hockey game. But I love every sport. I don't think I could pick one over any other. Guys, remember whacking it 6 times a day keeps the stepsister away? What the fuck? That is not me, guys. That is not me saying that. But again, Johnny B, thanks for the super chat, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, you got to keep it honest sometimes, man. Um, who will win the Super Bowl, Seahawks or Patriots? I think I'm gonna roll with the Seahawks here. I just think they're the better team. Would not shock me if the Patriots found a way to win. Said hi. Tom Brady hate is uncalled for. He's starting to grow on me, honestly. No doubt he's the best football player of all time. You know, JB, I wasn't big on Tom Brady at first, but I think it's one of those situations where, everybody who starts on TV kind of starts off like, a little bit off. Like it takes a while to get the feel for being on TV. I'm actually starting to like listening to Tom Brady. I hate him because he ruined my childhood, but like I can listen to him call a game. I actually think he's getting really good at it. And he's done a great job of explaining things. Like I've learned a ton like from him talking about it. I feel like he explains things so well. What are your final prediction for the men's and women's Royal Rumble? I have no idea about the women's Royal Rumble, Glassman. From I think we talked about this last time. I think Roman Reigns is right now favored to win it, but I think the best person to win the Royal Rumble would be, I think it would be LA Knight. That's who I want to see win the Rumble. I feel like like I said, with all the stuff coming out with Unreal and stuff, how he kind of seemingly was in the doghouse after Money in the Bank. I think it would be a great redemption for him to win the Royal Rumble. I think it would be a great story, and I think it's a long time coming that he gets a push to win the WWE title. A little bit of water. What if Gunther retires AJ Styles? I could see it. I think that would be great for him. I think that would be awesome. And again, I'm not a big wrestling guy anymore. I just like the background stories. Damn, I haven't watched WWE in a hot minute. I haven't really been paying attention to it, JB. So I'm a little bit off on things, but I pay attention around this time because I watch the Royal Rumble every year. I think LA Knight, that's who I would want to see win it. Don't forget that the Flatriots hate is called for that. What do you think is the most entertaining sport? Again, Aussie guy, I don't really. I'm a guy. I'm a believer that like I'll watch anything if it's a sporting event on TV. I don't think any sport is more entertaining than any other. I'm a little bit nutty like that. I think a playoff hockey game is A1 in terms of going to see live. Um, but hold on a second. I'm gonna read that in a second. But overall, like I'll watch fucking women's volleyball if it's on TV. I'm a big sports fan, no matter what. Who do you trust right now? Who do you trust as quarterback right now for Jets? Prime Charlie Kurt, current Eli Manning, or current Peyton Manning. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go current Peyton Manning on that. He was a professional quarterback. Can I wrestle you? W wants to know that. That's what had me laughing. W asked me, can they wrestle me? Um, anytime, anywhere. God bless you and your loved ones. He is always with you no matter what happens. He bless you and your loved ones. Oh, I bet you love volleyball. Listen, Glassman, I like it for multiple things, but mostly the talent. Honest, I did play volleyball for a cup of coffee in high school. Um, middle school and high school. I was not very athletic, so it didn't really work for me. Gunta. Um, Hemlaw, what's up? What jersey could you possibly be wearing? It's the old Garrett Wilson. Honestly, I threw it on because I'm doing laundry right now, and it's laundry day, so I just grabbed this. This is the first thing I saw in my closet. Charlie Kirk, legendary quarterback. People forget he was in quarterback camp with Jimmy Garoppolo, right? People do forget. Let me Discord description. I want to plug that one more time. Did I just spell description wrong? I hope not. Dude, so I have a new thing I'm going to be doing at the end of streams. Yeah, it's the old Garrett Wilson before he changed his number to 50 to 5, excuse me. But I just threw it on. I got laundry going right now, and I was like, fuck it, I'm throwing this jersey on. It's been a long couple of days. What was I saying? Oh, so at the end of streams from now on, I'm gonna find somebody on YouTube that's streaming, and I'm gonna see if we can rate them. Like, I just think it would be a fun thing to do. Like, I'm gonna find somebody. Like, I'm gonna look on Twitter and see somebody that plugged their YouTube stream, and like if they have like one person that watching them, just give them a little boost. If you guys are interested in that, but not gonna be for a while. Probably got another hour and a half on here. Um, when your opinion is the player with the most talent being wasted currently? JB, if you're looking for a sport in particular, let me know. Let me think around sports. Player with the most talent being wasted currently. Um, I mean, I think Joe Burrow's up there. I think that's a really good question. Um, Miles Garrett's a really good one. Miles Garrett might be the guy. Um, yeah, no, you guys are right. Both two people said Miles Garrett. I think you're totally right. Miles Garrett might be the best pass rusher. He's one of the best pass rushers in NFL history and really hasn't gotten a shot to go anywhere. Jimmy G, the porn star. Didn't Jimmy G date Lisa Ann or something? Wasn't that a thing? What if the Jets trade their number two pick? Could definitely use it for a quarterback next year or a good player. I don't think it's crazy to do so, Glassman. I think like the problem is there's really nobody up there. There's really not a player up there that I think other teams are going to be wanting. Max Crosby and Mike Trout are being so wasted. Max Crosby's another good one. Trout's a good one as well. Um, Miles Garrett, I think it's just like the longevity of him being wasted and in a wasteland in Cleveland. Geno Smith is ass. Yeah, baseball Angels. Mike Trout is definitely a good one. I'm trying to think of other guys. Bill Cosby, somebody said. Wow. Okay. Talent being wasted though. I'm trying to think of like around baseball too. Like I don't know. I'm trying to think of one for each sport. But Miles Garrett's probably my number one all around. I think Lamelo Ball's a little bit like not that Lamelo Ball's like some amazing like Lamelo Ball's extremely talented, but he's been on like a miserable Hornets team year in and year out. I think he's so much better than people give him credit for, and I think when he ends up somewhere that could actually like help him a little bit. Although they're building a pretty decent roster around him with like Con Apple and Brandon Miller. Justin Jefferson's a good one too. Best joke I ever heard. Your mama's so stupid she goes out for drinks with Bill Cosby. Wait, that's phenomenal. I gotta write that one down, Glassman. Um, I think Tom Brady is overrated. I don't think so. I think Tom Brady. I would have agreed with that, Tyga, if Tom Brady didn't go to Tampa Bay and win a Super Bowl. I think if he never did that, I would have said, all right, maybe he's a little bit overrated. The fact that he went to a whole nother organization and won a Super Bowl his first year there, I think kind of throws that out the window. Imagine being a Jets fan. I don't have to fucking imagine it, dude. It's the most miserable thing of all time. Miles Garrett knew his team was struggling and he decided to stay there. He was getting paid. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he won a ring though. Like, I don't know if you could put Giannis in that conversation. Love him or hate him, Tom Brady is the goat. Oh, I can't stand him. He ruined my entire childhood, and I still am gonna sit here and tell you he's the greatest player of all time. It's just it would be insane to think anything else. Like the second he went to Tampa and won a Super Bowl there, that was the conversation was over, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, that's that. Imagine being a. I don't have to imagine that either. Um, the what was I talking about before? Oh man, I get like I really got to start fucking popping these Pepsids, man. I every time I eat something, it just like really fucks me up now. Like I get reflux in the worst way. 28-3, and Tampa made him the GOAT. I think the 28-3 is almost like you can look at that as like the Falcons just being incompetent. But yeah, I guess you got to have both sides of it. The Tampa thing, I think, makes it undeniable. The fact he went to the Bucks and won a Super Bowl his first year there, it's absolutely incredible, man. I gotta hydrate too. I'm gonna do another live tomorrow morning at like 5 a.m. too, and get up and I love these. The morning streams are good. These streams are great. You guys are great. You guys give me a great energy, great effort. And if you want to join the Discord, the link is in the description. Is Corey here? I don't think so. That was wild yesterday. I feel like Corey's some like somebody on a burner account. It was 28-6, by the way.